Yeah, here we go. We will talk
It's
about
Greenroof.
This is the largest green roof in New York City. It's in the middle of bustling Manhattan, on top of the Javits Convention Center, a behemoth of a building with a 6 block footprint.
green roof are becoming increasingly popular in urban construction due to their wide array of benefit for creating a sustainable ecosystem. Many stakeholders invest in green roof in the 21st century to enhance the environmental quality and mitigates urban ecological pollution.
But the roof hasn't always been green. Before 2014, it was totally barren. Now, just a few years later, when people walk out onto the roof, they say things like,
Amazing. That's great. I didn't expect this. What a surprise.
but besides the great reactions, there are practical benefits.
We have 300,000 bees. We've seen 25 different species of birds on the roof. We reduced the temperature up here by about 6 degrees Fahrenheit. And we also save about 7 million gallons of stormwater runoff that's absorbed in the soil and the plants that are on our roof. We've been able to reduce our energy consumption by about 26%, and that translated for us last year into a saving of about $3 million.
That is impressive. How does one green roof get so much done?
See the benefit of green roof? According to a research study on green roof, benefit from an environmental perspective, successful implementation of green roof would effectively mitigate the UHI effect, enrich the biodiversity of urban ecosystem, purify the air pollutants and reduce the runoff quantity to promote urban sustainability. Okay, let's see the video again.
All of the not green roofs in New York City doing with their lives? First, let's see how much roof space actually exists.
They are a major part of urban landscapes. The round number that most of us think exists is about 1 billion square feet. 1 billion with a B.
That's like 22 times the size of Central Park in roofs. And in most cities, what isn't roof is another impermeable surface, like road, sidewalk, or parking lot. And these surfaces create a lot of problems for cities that green roofs can actually help solve. Let's take a look at 3 of these issues. The first is stormwater runoff.
Rainwater goes into pipes. It combines with what's called sanitary water. When there's too much rainwater, which happens hundreds of times a year around Manhattan, the wastewater treatment facilities shut down, and these valves just let the water just shunt out into the rivers. It's got human sewage. It's the biggest source of pathogens to the Manhattan Island. With green roofs, that water, instead of going into the drains and polluting the environment, ends up just evaporating to the atmosphere through the leaves of these plants.
And then there's what scientists call the heat island effect, which basically means that cities are significantly warmer than the surrounding areas.
Well, I've seen asphalt roofs get up easily 170, 180 degrees Fahrenheit in the strong sunlight. They absorb about 90 to 95% of the sunlight. Green roofs, by comparison, are close to air temperatures.
Another problem green roofs can help solve is habitat loss. Cities can shrink or destroy the green space that's crucial for certain plants and animals to survive.
Currently, a lot of species might occur in smaller parks throughout the city that are relatively unconnected, but having high densities of green roofs would allow those patches to be more connected, letting, for example, butterflies travel from patch to patch with lots of stepping stones of green roofs in between.
And these are just 3 of the problems green roofs can help solve. But to really put a dent in any of these issues, cities would have to implement green roofs at a large scale. Stuart Gaffin, the research scientist you heard from earlier, estimates that if all of New York City's 1 billion square feet of roof space were greened, those green roofs could lower the city's temperature by nearly 2 degrees Fahrenheit and absorb over 10 billion gallons of stormwater each year. As cities continue to grow, all that empty roof space starts to look more and more like an opportunity, an untapped resource, a future ecosystem of problem-solving meadows.
And the important properties of an optimum substrate for the facilitation of green roof vegetation are stormwater retention, density, thermal performance, pH, thermal conductivity, electric conductivity, and substrate nutrition. Thank you.